All right, what's up, guys? So I got a comment in one of my videos. I talk a lot about GDP and economic growth, and somebody made a comment that like, "Oh, you're using the wrong metric. You're just you have the same ideology as a cancer cell, just growth for no particular reason." GDP is one of the most common ways economists talk about like the welfare of the country. So a lot of these countries, a lot of countries around the world, they don't keep like all this complicated data, but this is one of the simplest metrics you can use to compare different countries and their policies. So you can have an apples to apples comparison of the amounts of goods and services regular citizens can buy. Now, again, it's not a perfect metric. I mean, I don't like that it has government spending in it for different reasons, because you can include military spending. That doesn't really, I would argue, doesn't really help that much with somebody's standard of living. Growth and GDP are very highly correlated with everything that doesn't matter what, if you're on the left and the right of the economic spectrum. It's correlated with like women's empowerment, infrastructure, health outcomes, standard of living. So of course, yeah, there's other metrics you have to take into account as well. You want to see how that GDP and how these resources are divided between the citizens, right? You don't want extreme inequality, but however, a growing GDP, it's very, very important. And if you have your economy is shrinking, that's a very big red flag as far as unstable societies, revolution, that type of stuff. Do I want growth for just growth's sake, and your environment's polluted and extreme inequality, and the place is like a horrible dictatorship? No, that's not what that's not what I advocate for. However, the people that criticize economic growth, I'm a little skeptical of them, because usually it's like tin pot dictators or some authoritarian regimes, or like really poor countries with really bad policies. That's what they would say. They say like, "Oh yeah, we're on paper we're not growing economically, but yeah, we're poor, but look how equal everybody is," right? Like North Korea or something along those lines. People vote with their feet and want to immigrate to those countries, and they have to build walls to keep people out, while countries with very low growth, low GDP, but everybody's in poverty, however, everybody's more or less equal. Well, people have to, those countries usually prevent people from leaving and build walls to keep people in. Do you care about economic safety nets? Well, countries with a high GDP can afford those. So it doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right. I mean, this is a very important metric.